My aunt announced at the funeral that I had not visited my father once. The nurse who signed me in each week was pouring the tea. The room went quiet. My Aunt Diane stood up in her black dress, dabbed her eyes, and turned to face the 20 people gathered in my father's living room. "I just think it needs to be said," she began, voice trembling in that practiced way. "Some of us were there every single day, and some of us couldn't be bothered to visit even once." She looked right at me, his own daughter. Not one visit in 2 years. Fork stopped moving. My cousin looked at the floor. Somebody's chair creaked. I set down my plate. "That's not true, Diane." "Oh, don't." She laughed, wet and sharp. "I was there. I know who came and who didn't. You were too busy for your dying father, and now you show up in your nice coat expecting what, exactly?" There it was. The word underneath all of it. Expecting. "I came every Tuesday," I said. "Everyone in this room saw me caring for him," she went on, ignoring me, playing to the crowd. "Feeding him. Reading to him. And where were you?" She pressed a hand to her chest. I'm sorry, but the lawyer is reading the will Thursday, and I will not sit here and watch her pretend." My uncle cleared his throat. "Diane, maybe this isn't. No, it needs to be said in front of everyone." She wanted witnesses. She wanted the whole family to remember this moment when the estate came up. The daughter who abandoned him. The sister who stayed. I felt my face go hot. 20 faces waiting. My aunt smiling now, sure she'd won, because who argues at a funeral? Then the woman pouring the tea straightened up. She'd been moving quietly around the edge of the room, refilling cups, a stranger to most people there. Middle-aged, cardigan, a soft voice. "I'm sorry to interrupt," she said. "I don't mean to, but I have to say something." Diane waved her off. "Thank you, we're fine on tea. I'm not here about the tea." The woman set the pot down. "My name is Marlene. I was the day nurse at Fernbrook, where your father lived. I sat at the front desk. I saw it hit Diane's face. Just a flicker." "That's lovely," my aunt said quickly. "Thank you for coming. If you could give the family some." "I signed every visitor in," Marlene said. And now the room turned toward her. "Every single one. It's the law. Name, time in, time out, every person who walked through those doors for 2 years." She reached into her bag and pulled out a folder. "When Robert passed, the family requested his records. I brought a copy today because I thought his daughter might want it." She looked at me, gentle. "You're Katie, aren't you? You always signed in as Katie." "That's me," I said. Diane's hand had gone to the back of a chair. Marlene opened the folder. "I have 22 months of logs here, and I remember faces, because I sat at that desk 8 hours a day." She turned a page. "Katie came every Tuesday. 10 a.m. She brought those little lemon cookies he liked. She'd read to him until the afternoon nurse came on at 2 p.m. I marked her out myself most days." She turned another page. "And another. Would you like me to read the Tuesdays out loud? There are quite a few." "That's not necessary," Diane said. Her voice had changed. "Smaller." "I think it is," said my uncle, standing now. Marlene didn't stop. "Here's the thing I keep looking for, though." She flipped back through the pages, slow, deliberate. "Because you said you were there every day, ma'am. Feeding him, reading to him." The room was dead silent. "I have your name here 3 times," Marlene said. "In 22 months. Once when he was admitted. Once for a birthday. And once, 6 weeks before he died, you signed in at 7 p.m. and out at 7:40. 40 minutes. You stayed 40 minutes," Marlene said. "I remember because you asked me where his paperwork was kept. His financial paperwork. You wanted to know if he'd updated anything." Diane's mouth opened. Nothing came out. "He asked about you," Marlene said to me, softer now. "Every Monday. He'd say, 'Is it Tuesday yet? Is Katie coming tomorrow?'" She closed the folder and held it out to me. "He knew who came." Diane looked around the room, at all the faces that had just watched her, and reached for her purse. "I have to go," she said. "The will's read Thursday," my uncle said. "You should stay for that." I said I have to go. Marlene picked the teapot back up. "More tea, anyone?"